5'11" senior guard, number 3, Adam Wildasin.
He is their leading scorer, Richard, a guy they have to keep their eye on.
And number 4 is Jeff Lawrence. He's a 5'9" junior. He's also going to play guard.
He's the point.
And Alex Smith is a 5'11" junior. He's going to wear number 14. And the guy we talked about in our pregame is the center, big 6'6" senior. Number 23 is Josh Slee.
He better be an offensive lineman somewhere, Richard.
Yeah.
Got nice size, nice body on him. He's going to be a handful inside. He and Chris Flick, I'm sure, are going to be banging in there.
And rounding out the starting lineup is a 6'2" forward. He's a junior, number 25, Eric O'Brien.
I thought somebody lost a contact lens down there or something, Richard. Somebody dropped a quarter.
Well, each team has their own way of getting pumped up. Now the Pius starting lineup. Here's number 3, 6'1" junior Chad Difebbo, and a guy who's earned a spot in the starting lineup, number 4, David Bilinski. He's just a junior as well.
Well, I think the key word there was earned, Richard. Nothing's given to Bilinski. He earned it.
Guy who's got a big role inside, number 6'4", number 14, junior Mike Curry.
You know, I didn't realize that Curry was an underclassman, Richard. That's good news for Coach Reber.
One of the few seniors is number 20, Matt Martin, a 6'3" senior, and then rounding out the starting 5. Guy who's his hands full this afternoon, number 40, Chris Flick. He's a 6'3" junior. So the teams match up pretty well.
Yeah, good look at the seedings there. Trinity is certainly the team to beat, obviously. They were ranked number 1 in the state. They're 28-0 and a very, very formidable squad, obviously. Delone Catholic is a very, very underrated team and maybe a little misjudged because of their record, but Randy Reber knows how good they are, as they are the 4 seed coming out of District 3.
Well, if the Squires are as sharp as their uniforms, the Winged Lions have their hands full this afternoon.
Well, we've seen this squad before. We saw them play over at Coatesville.
I remember their mascot.
Absolutely.
I don't see the mascot in the gym.
I don't either.
I thought I knew what a mascot or a Squire was till I saw their mascot last time. Slee wins the tap. It goes off of Wildasin's hands and out of bounds. So Pius will essentially have the first possession of the basketball game.
Straight man-to-man. There's Bilinski.
He's guarded by Wildasin. Matt Martin dribbles in, gets it to Curry.
Martin was not happy with his offensive performance last game. I'm sure we'll look to see Matt try to establish something early on offensively. Played very solid defensively, Richard, but had a couple key turnovers.
Right, he played very well defensively. Bilinski will take the first shot of the ball game. A nice look, but it won't fall. And Slee has the first rebound of the game.
And he's in that Charles Barkley spot, that long rebound spot. Put your body right there. Don't let anybody else around you.
Well, Matt Martin is going to be given the task of keeping the wraps on their leading scorer.
Well, they're going to run that motion, a lot of picking, a lot of screening, and a pop out there for number 3.
He had a wide open shot. It is also off the mark. Difebbo pushes it ahead.
And Pius looks to run.
Martin. Nice shot, follows his shot and gets it in.
That's nice work, Matthew. That's the way to get off early. Now you can relax a little bit, Richard.
Slee out there guarded by Chris Flick. Wildasin again off another screen.
And there's that little pest Bilinski in there. He got a little too aggressive that time. Here's Martin doing some good work at the offensive end. Missed the initial shot, Richard, but stayed right on it and got the putback. All right, well, we'll see that again maybe a little later, but Martin did a good job with the 2-point putback, and Bilinski picks up the first foul of the afternoon.
I'm not quite sure what the delay is here.
Me either.
Got the foul up on the board.
Maybe they're trying to get their dinner plans afterwards, Richard. Who's buying? Tommy Saylor over there, the official scorekeeper. He'll make sure everything is in tow.
Right, if anybody can set him straight, it's
Absolutely.
Tommy.
Yep.
I think they changed the possession.
Yeah, they
did.
did.
For some reason.
Yes, they did. Well, whoever gets the tap, the ball goes the opposite way. I guess that's what the problem was.
Slee working down low. He's triple teamed, muscles his way up, forced that one up. And there's going to be a foul. No, number 14 stepped on the baseline.
Yeah, Smith had his foot on the line. Yep. He did foul Richard, but I think he got away with one there as he came from behind.
Perhaps he stepped out of bounds before committing the foul. Spin move in the paint. Bilinski finds Chris Flick wide open.
That's
he can make that shot.
Yep.
He likes that shot.
Yes, he does. He likes those baseline shots, Richard, about 12, 14 feet. He's got good range, and if Slee's going to guard him, that's a good idea to try to pull him out from underneath the rebounding area.
Squires looking for their first basket.
See, they run that flex offense there. They just keep running those posts and screens inside, and they try to get this guy shots. You can see why he's a 1,000-point scorer, Richard. A, he's a good shooter. B, he's not afraid to put it up.
And C, they're getting good looks for him. They're getting him open. Martin has it blocked by Slee. Good defense by the big guy.
Yep, showed good agility that time.
Wildasin pulls up for another jumper. He leaves that one short. Here come the Wing Lions. Did a good job on the defensive glass.
And there's a steal the other end as Bilinski gets his pocket pick.
Smith goes in strong, blocked by Curry. Well, that's Difebbo.
Yeah, Difebbo sized that baby up. And he wants to return rock after the big play.
He's pumped. Curry puts it off the heel of the rim.
There's number 21, Ryan Cox, into the ball game, Richard, for the Squires.
Aaron pass is picked up by Flick. Still a 4-2 ball game. Pius is up by 2. Bilinski leaves it for Curry. Curry should have used the glass.
Yeah,
Flick's got it down low. Nice little baby hook.
I tell you what, he can do that inside too, Richard. People underestimate him because they look at him, don't think he has that quickness, but he's got good feet inside.
They should make an effort to get it down low to him.
Absolutely. You'll see if Slee can work hard the whole game.
Yeah, pick up a few fouls on the big guy. Looks like Pius now has gone to his own defense.
Yep. Coach Reber likes to mix him up.
Slee down low, working on Flick. Flick ties him up. We got a jump ball. Possession now goes with the Squires.
And action here, Richard, is there's Martin taking it strong, and there's Slee with a block shot. And then down at the other end, Difebbo goes crazy down there. Watch this play by Chad Difebbo. He has his baby all lined up. And there's some of the athletic ability as Difebbo as he just eats that ball. Well, I guess Burke comes into the ball game, Richard, huh, to see if they can do.
Yep. Provide some offense.
Ooh. Man, I thought that rolled right down Lawrence's kneecap.
That's kind of how I saw it. Also, Coach Wildasin has made a substitution. Eric O'Brien's in the ballgame. Difebbo comes up with the steal and the layup at the other end. Difebbo has his first field goal. And Pius now up by 6.
3 turnovers already in the early going for the Squires, and Coach Wildasin needs a timeout, as this is not the way he wanted to draw it up, Richard.
That's a good timeout. His team down by 6, having trouble getting started. We'll take a timeout too.
On a bad pass on the inbounds play, and this is what caused Coach Wildasin to call quick TO, baby, as Difebbo goes coast to coast. Now Burke is going to give a shot at number 3 inside.
Slee in low and can't get it to fall.
There's those long arms of Michael Curry again, Richard.
See if he can get a shot for Burke. He likes to run the baseline, which
There
he's doing
it is.
now. Gets open on the baseline, gets it off quickly.
Yep.
Nothing but net.
Met Grandpa Burke last night, nice gentleman. Yes. I haven't seen him here yet this afternoon, but I'm sure he's around somewhere. He's going to go home and watch about 5 basketball games, he said, on PCTV.
Well, just look for a clipboard and you might find it.
Absolutely.
Eric O'Brien with an O-board, blocked by Curry. Pump fake again, blocked again by Curry.
Boy,
That's
Curry.
his 3rd block of the ball game.
Great job by Curry inside. Again, there's those long arms as he's able to block that shot from behind without causing a foul.
Burke gets it down to Curry, guarded by O'Brien, back out to Burke. Good inside-outside game, but it won't fall for
That's
Burke.
okay, though. That's part of the offense. Randy will not be unhappy with that sequence at all, even though the ball did not go.
Wildasin, bit out of control. O'Brien with an O-board. He can't put it back.
And there's going to be a foul out of frustration on number 25, Eric O'Brien.
I understand that he's frustrated. He's working hard on that offensive glass, but he can't get things to fall.
Yep. Now watch Curry here, Richard, with those long arms as he's able to block the ball from behind without creating any contact. Not once, but twice. That's why O'Brien's so frustrated in there. O'Brien did a good job staying with the ball, just didn't get anything to drop.
Still a 10-2 ball game.
And Difebbo really making number 4, Lawrence, work hard on the defensive end. See, now you got to look backdoor, Richard, a little bit. Now when they're trying to overplay again and being at deny, now you look backdoor cuts.
Difebbo gets
Short,
free, leaves
short.
it short. Curry's there for no board. Pump fakes, forces one up. can't go in, but he'll shoot 2 from the line.
That's going to be another foul on number 25, Eric O'Brien. And Michael Curry doing a good job with 3 rebounds early. He and Martin leading St. Pius both with 3 rebounds early in the first quarter.
Curry gets that free throw to crawl over the front of the rim.
Boy, mass substitutions
All
now
set.
for the Squires. Trying to keep some fresh troops in there.
Hayes is in the ball game. Knox is in the ball game, as well as Clayball, looks like.
Well, Coach Reber likes to go 7 deep. This late in the season, he likes to get Twist and Burke are his 2 main substitutes, and they're going to rotate with Flick and Bilinski, and they're going to keep everybody fresh. Curry makes 1 out of 2, but we'll see how the wheels turn here now as Pius up by 9. Back to the zone, Richard.
Like a 3-2 zone.
Yep, with Martin in the front, which really makes it tough to shoot over top because he's 6'3" with long arms.
There's a 3-pointer down the well. It goes. Number 10 is not on the program.
No, he's not.
But we'll give him a 3-ball nonetheless.
Absolutely.
We'll have to check it out at halftime.
Well, I think maybe Coach Wildasin not real happy with his players. He's getting so many youngsters in there. Maybe he can shake things up.
Dallas Twist can't make his shot, but it was a good shot.
That was. Other than his son Wildasin and Slee, they're rotating people inside.
Slee gets one down low. His first field goal.
Pius doesn't want to falter here at the end of the quarter, Richard. They had a good, nice lead on the Squires. They do not want to let them back in the ball game and get momentum going into the second quarter.
Yeah, they got to finish off this quarter. Right now it's a 4-point game.
Yep.
It was 9. Number 10 again, the 3-point specialist, leaves that one short. Curry can't come up with the rebound. Wildasin over Curry. That 3-pointer goes down for Wildasin. He's got 5, and it's a 1-point ball game. That's 8 unanswered for the Squires.
Good hustle there by number 21, junior Ryan Knox, as he flicks the ball out of bounds.
1:28 left to play in this quarter. Wing Lions got to pull it together here a little bit, get some buckets.
Yep, now they're trying to run that deny defense that they saw last week that they tried to employ Lower Moreland did on Difebbo, keep him out of the ball game. He's such an important factor handling the rock.
Tough pass for Martin to handle, and we've got a foul on Martin as he tries to recover.
Yeah, Randy might need a timeout now to talk to his troops. They look a little bit out of sync and out of whack. They started out so well, and now all of a sudden they're throwing bounce passes off their knees and doing things, and they're trying to find ways to get Difebbo the ball. He's going to get a little rest. Watch some of the sloppiness here as Burke throws that ball off of Martin's kneecap, and there's the push on Martin.
This is an important defensive series here.
Yep.
For the Winged Lions. The Squires have scored 8 unanswered.
Hey, I tell you what, you talk about a game of runs, Richard.
Wildasin's 3 won't go. Twist keeps it alive for Bilinski.
Good job, Bilinski, running that ball down. Watch your spacing now. That time Twist and Martin too close together there.
Burke finds Flick on the baseline. Having trouble getting the ball inside.
Well, Delone has really started to tighten their defense, Richard. That's the name of the game. They're letting Pius have too many easy shots early on.
Dallas Twist. Late pass to Flick, and it's picked off by number 21. That's good defense by Knox.
Yep, good rotating defense there. Again, you can see why man-to-man is not just strictly I'll cover my man, Richard. You got to help out, and that time number 21 Knox did a good job of rotating over.
Wildasin launches a 3 off the heel of the rim, and that we'll be right back with the second. PTTV, not the only TV station covering the game today. When you get to States, you run into some other media coverage.
Absolutely. Bilinski picks up his dribble there, and Wildasin smothers.
Pius needs a bucket.
Yeah, they do.
There's a traveling violation. Matt Martin must have picked up the pivot foot to the Winged Lions, turn it back over to the Squires.
Yeah, they just look totally out of sync right now offensively because Delone Catholic has really turned up the screws defensively, Richard. And you may not always have your A game at the offensive end, but there's never an excuse for not playing good, solid defense, Richard.
That's Haytes at the top of the key.
Now, Delone Catholic looks like they're standing around a little bit offensively.
Yeah, Pius has switched back to a man defense.
Slee
gets it down low. Can't make the little baby hook. Curry has a rebound, and he is fouled. In the process, Alex Smith picks up a foul.
Randy Reber working the officials, too. He's talking about a little bit of an offensive foul on Slee. I thought he just took about 2 baby steps inside there, which should have been called for the travel. Well, watch the play inside as Slee receives this basketball. He travels with it right in there. He moves both feet before he puts the ball on the ground. That's a walk.
Still a 1-point ball game, 11-10 in favor of Pius. Actually, right now, the Squire's in the middle of an 8-0 run.
And Pius having a hard time getting a good shot. Wow, look at that.
Lucky break, really,
Yep.
but it results in a bucket. Chris Flick now has 6 in the ball game. Leads all scores.
We'll give Curry a little bit of an assist there as he tips it over to Flick, but as you mentioned, a little luck involved there.
Slee posting up in the paint. Bilinski comes up with it. Takes it in strong. Offensive foul on Curry. Don't like that call.
Wow.
There's no way that's a charge.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That's a bad call by the official. And that's going to be 2 on David. He's going to have to sit down a little bit. Here's the play right here as Bilinski has an open layup. And he's moving right inside, and the contact is initiated after Bilinski's in the air. That is a bad call by the official.
Still a 3-point ball game. Wing Lions up 13-10. Slee down low, moves in on Flick, and gets it off the glass and in.
And you can tell by Randy Reber's face, he's not real happy. He's not happy about the officiating, and he thinks Slee's getting away with murder inside. Back here, you can see my scorebook here as we're working hard to keep things in line. And I want to thank my son Christopher here for helping out with the stats too, doing a good job, getting turnovers and rebounds.
Wing Lions have led the whole way. Right now their lead is only 1 as Burke gets open for a 3, rims out. Martin comes up with an O-board.
Oh man, Miss Burke flying down the middle.
Just under 6 minutes to play in the first half.
And Difebbo's got to get him into some sort of offense. There we go.
Burke off the screen in the bucket.
That's Danny Burke's game, Richard, right there. That's his game. And they said a nice double pick along the baseline to free him up.
The Pius lead is now 3, and they stay with a man defense. Slee gets it down low, and he finishes off the glass.
He's a handful inside.
That he is.
Definitely a handful.
He's got 6 in the ball game. Martin pulls up short. Flick has an offensive rebound. He is fouled. He can't finish, but he will go to the line. Good work inside.
The big guy inside, Richard, is Slee. Again, if you have good hands and can make layups, you could do some good things in there.
Gary Hattis, number 22, is called for the foul. That's his second personal.
I have him
first, yeah.
That's his first, yep.
That's the 4th team foul.
And Pius has to start
Squires.
knocking down these foul shots, Richard. When you get to the line, you got to make some hay. Traditionally, they've been a very good foul shooting team, and Flick goes 0 for 2.
As a team, they are 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. Not a good sign early on.
And uncharacteristic for the Wing Lions.
This is Smith.
Back to the zone now.
Wildasin from the free throw line. It's strong, and Smith has an offensive rebound.
Nothing shy about him either. He's not afraid to shoot it.
Never met a shot he didn't like. O'Brien gets it poked away. Difebbo on the break.
Doesn't like the numbers and pulls it back out. Good job by Difebbo.
Burke is left open. That's a 3 ball. Danny Burke off the bench has 7 points, and the Wing Lions up by 4.
Delone Catholic already with 5 turnovers in the first half, Richard, so they got to start protecting the basketball a little better.
O'Brien gets tied up down low.
That's good defense. Good defense. Coach Reber will not be unhappy with that, as
No.
they were fighting over the ball a little
Better
bit.
have two guys go after it than none. .427 left to play in the first half. Wing Lions have led from the opening tip. Up by 9 at one point. Their lead is now 4. Slee from the charity stripe.
Well, thank God they brought that guy along, Richard.
Yeah. He struggled early on, but he is cooking now.
He's got half of their points. He has 8 of the 16.
Curry flashes on O'Brien, pump fakes, ducks under, finds Flick. Flick likes the reverse and makes it.
That's why I said he's very agile for a big guy inside.
He's got 8 points in the ball game. 2016 Pius. Smith again gets it down to Slee. He gets too far under. He also makes the reverse.
You can't allow him to get the ball that deep, Richard. They have to find a way to bump him out of there. There's Curry, does a good job of finding Flick, and Flick with a deposit.
Josh Slee has all 8 points scored by the Squires in this quarter. Pius, in the meantime, is spreading out the scoring as Michael Curry gets his first field goal. 22-18 Pius as they're trading buckets.
Yeah, it looks like the Squires are really a two-man squad with number 3 Wildasin and also 23 Slee.
Wildasin's three-pointer is long.
They're going to have to ice his elbow down at halftime, Richard.
Yeah. He's taking a lot of shots. Errant pass by Pius goes out of bounds.
Curry already has 5 rebounds, Richard. He's doing a great job, particularly at the defensive end. They're going to give the big kid a rest now. Flick, he's in there banging. When you're laying on the big fella like that, you get a little tired. You can see Slee, he's pulling on his trunks. First sign is someone getting tired when they're bent over, hanging on their trunks.
And Dallas Twist in the ball game. He's a 6'4" guy. He's going to lean on the 6'6" Slee a little bit, although Pius now playing his own.
Boy,
There's another three-pointer by number 10.
Yep, that's his second 3.
And now it's a one-point ball game, 22-21.
Good production off the bench.
And there's a push at the top of the key.
That's going to be on number 10. He picks up his first foul. Clackey, Richard, if I hear the PA system.
That's what it sounded like, Clackey.
Yeah, I don't see his name on the roster.
Not on the roster. Difebbo launches the 3 from the corner. That rattles in. That's a 3 for Difebbo. He's got 5 in the ball game. And the lead is back up to 4. 2:30 to play in the second period.
Well, this is every bit of the game we thought it was going to be, Richard. Delone Catholic with a very misleading record, a lot better than their record shows, and Pius playing extremely well here in the latter stages of the season.
Dallas Twist, very active, defends the pass into Slee. And Michael Curry comes up with the steal. We got a 4-on-1 break, bounce pass to Matt Martin. He finishes. That's good basketball.
That is good basketball. They ran the floor. Delone Catholic very slow in transition getting back as 4 white shirts beat him down the floor.
Wildasin moves inside, can't get it to go down. He is ice cold right now. Dallas Twist has the ball. Difebbo forces up a 3.
Yeah, major force. Not a good play by Chad that time as Randy Reber points to his temples and say, come on, Chad. We got a 6-point lead right now. We got a good little run. We did not need that shot.
And there's 1:30 left to play in the quarter. The Squires finished off the first quarter very well. This is O'Brien just inside the arc. Slee's got an offensive rebound, pump fakes and puts it back in. He's got 10 points in this quarter alone.
Yeah, Pius fell asleep there underneath the boards. They let Slee all alone inside. You have to find him and put a body on him at all times.
It's a 4-point ball game, 27-23.
And Slee is tired. Again, you can see him. They're going to call an illegal screen there as they try to set up that double screen along the baseline.
That's Matt Martin's second personal. And the 4th team foul on the Wing Lions.
They're going to have to get Bilinski or Flick up, and that's 2 on Martin. Flick's going to get back into the ball game real quickly. Now Burke will move out to the front, Richard, and he'll go with the 3 big guys, Flick, Twist, and Curry inside. Burke can go up to the 2 guard.
Actually, I like that 5 that's out there right now. Big guys Slee and Wildasin have played the entire half. They have not taken a rest.
And they won't take a rest in this ball game either, Richard.
And looks like they're going for the last shot.
Not sure I understand why. Down 4, I guess they want to either go in down 4 or less.
Right, 4 or less.
Coach Reber telling them to stay back. We're up 4. We don't need to pressure this.
Although Pius has switched to a man defense, looks like, or at least a box and one on Wildasin. They don't want Wildasin.
Yep, Difebbo's going to try to deny him.
Going to make him work. He dishes to Slee, and Slee finishes. Good job of getting that last bucket. They leave 4 seconds for the Winged Lions. Difebbo launches one. That almost goes in. A huge quarter by Josh Slee keeps the Squires in the ball game. It's a 2-point game at the half. Our leading scorers, leading all scorers is Josh Slee. He literally carried the team there in the second quarter. Flick has 8. Burke off the bench with 7.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to slow down Slee. And at halftime, you see the turnovers. St. Pius really doing a good job protecting the basketball. Curry with 5 rebounds and O'Brien with 4 to lead Delone Catholic. But Pius doing a pretty good job team-wise, rebounding the ball. Curry, again, leading them with 5.
Lastanzio Steaks and Stuff in the Nagel Center at 15 Moser Road in Pottstown has been voted the best in the Mercury's Reader's Choice Award 7 times for steak sandwiches, 4 times for hoagies. And they're now offering catering for all occasions. And they deliver free in the surrounding Pottstown area. So call for our current specials at 326-2169. Latanzio's Steaks and Stuff. There's our line score. You can see it's been a very close game. But both teams scoring a lot more in the second period.
Well, we went out searching for some way.
Thanks to their overtime win last night down in Plymouth meeting, the St. Pius 10th girls will play Tuesday night, and they're going to play Delone Catholic at a site to be determined. It'll be on PCTV that evening.
I think one of the only 2 schools in the state that have both girls and boys alive.
Of course,
in
if
the state playoffs.
The boys win, they're going to play Wednesday. Wildasin, again, still having trouble finding the range.
But he's not going to try to give up shooting them, that's for sure.
No, I don't expect him to stop shooting.
Nope.
Matt Martin launches a 3, and it's rimming out. One stat we didn't mention at the half are free throws. The Squires did not take a free throw, and the Winged Lions only 1 of 4 from the charity strike.
Yeah, very uncharacteristic. Ooh, see, that's the ball Difebbo's got to get there and make that play.
Slee from the corner.
Wow.
Well, he's got range, too. He's got 16 in the ball game, and he ties the ball game at 27.
I'd rather have him taking those shots, though, than right inside, Richard.
Well, he doesn't miss many either way. Tough pass to complete for Curry.
Yeah, not a good play there by Difebbo, and Randy tells him on the way back, come on, we got to protect the basketball. We didn't turn it over much in the first half. Let's not start now.
Wildasin guarded by Martin, and Chris Flick comes up with the loose ball.
See, I think they have to try to score in transition. I think they have to run on
They have to push it a little bit more.
Yep. That's going to be a foul on Wildasin, his first foul of the ball game.
As we mentioned at the halftime, Dave, the big guy looked very tired at the end of that half.
He was exhausted, no question. Halftime couldn't come fast enough for the big guy. But again, I think Pius did a nice job in transition. They scored a couple easy buckets when they got out and ran.
Chris Flick gets a friendly roll here at Springford, and Flick is now in double figures.
Well, Pius can't afford to trade buckets. They have to get a couple stops here.
Well, they've stopped everybody except Josh Slee.
Yeah.
Now he's double teamed, and O'Brien knocks that out of bounds. That'll be Pius basketball.
Yeah, I think somebody has to play the top shoulder on him, Richard, and try to front him a little bit, and then put somebody behind him, too. They can double team. But they cannot allow him to single-handedly beat them, Richard.
No.
And I'm sure Randy Reber will make adjustments with that, and looks like he has already.
And there's going to be a hold on Haytes. Oh, that's Lawrence.
Yes, Lawrence. And I think they might have talked to the officials about that, because this is the second week in a row now where Difebbo is in a position where they're trying to be in a deny, Richard. Where last week, I mean, they were holding, slashing, and whatever, grabbing his jersey.
Everything but tackling him.
Absolutely. And again, Difebbo has to take that as the ultimate respect, though.
Bilinski off the inbounds play, can't finish. Did a good job of getting a good look at off the inbounds.
Yeah, it was a tough angle, though. He didn't have a good angle to get a shot at the basket.
Smith can't make it.
Difebbo
with a rebound. And he steps on the baseline trying to get around the big guy, turns it right back over.
You got that right, trying to get around the big guy, particularly after getting bumped by the big guy.
Trying to tightrope down the baseline.
And you get a little hip in there as well. That sort of helps you get out of bounds a little bit easier.
Old days, that'd have been a force out maybe. Remember, they used to have that call?
Yep. Now it's either out of bounds or a foul.
Or a foul, which makes sense.
Yeah.
We've got a 2-point ball game. 2 minutes into the second half. 29-27 Winged Lions. First round of the state playoffs.
And a good first round game for both squads, Richard.
Very evenly matched.
Yep.
Now Wildasin with the ball is the leading scorer on the season, not in this ball game. Thanks in part to Matt Martin, but I think also he's just a little bit cold. Launches a three. Whoops, I spoke too soon.
Yeah, but he's not going to stop firing them, that's for sure, Richard.
And good shooters don't. Scorers don't, I should say. So that gives the Squires their first lead of the ball game at 30-29. Curry in the paint, leaves it a bit short. Matt Martin tries to keep it alive, but it goes out of bounds, and that will be Squire basketball.
Well, we'll see what happens now with Pius, as you mentioned. Trailing the ball game for the first time, Richard, particularly after that big start when they came out on fire. Coach Reber's going to try to get Burke in there for maybe a little more offense, as his offense is starting to stagnate a little bit.
Burke scored 7 in the first half. Wildasin again wide open for the three, a line drive shot. O-board by Slee, and it's rejected by Curry. That's going to be Pius basketball as Lawrence takes it out of bounds. Good hustle by Lawrence.
6 rebounds now for Josh Slee in the ball game, Richard.
But Curry rejected that one.
Yeah.
He's done a good job with that today.
Long arms.
And good timing.
Somebody has to set a screen for Burke to get him open.
Flick goes baseline. Left it for Curry. But Smith picks it off.
Yep, real nice play by Alex Smith. Oh, nice.
O'Brien gets inside.
Nice pass.
Eric O'Brien has his first field goal. Coach Reber
needs
a
30.
timeout.
Yep, he needs a 30.
4:34 left to play in the third.
Wildasin really does a nice job of finding Smith way out in front. And there's the finish inside. Or excuse me, that was O'Brien, number 25.
Bilinski finds Chris Flick, and his shot rattles in. Boy, they needed that bucket.
Yes, they did.
Flick has scored all 4 of Pius' points here in the second half. And it's going to be a blocking foul on Flick. I think that's a good call.
Yep.
First team foul against the Winged Lions in this half. It's a 1-point ball game. The Squires up 32-31. That ball might dribble out of bounds. Smith did a good job of getting it before it does.
Boy, he certainly did.
And Bilinski picks up a foul. He tries to get aggressive defensively. That's going to be the third personal foul on Dave Bilinski.
Yeah, that hurts.
And that will get Matt Martin up off the Pius bench.
Yep. Bilinski has to keep himself under control. He has a tendency to get a little too emotional there. Can't do much when you're sitting next to the coach.
(32-31) Squires. O'Brien from the charity stripe.
We'll let him shoot that all night long.
He does not look comfortable taking that shot.
No, that was an ugly shot. See, Burke's got to be ready to shoot that basketball. They need something big out of him here in the second half.
Difebbo off the screen, can't make the three. O'Brien with good rebounding position.
Yep, that's why he's in the ball game right there, Richard. That was a nice job by 25. Again, something you don't see in the scorebook.
Wildasin, offensive foul on Wildasin. He must have pushed off with the off man.
Here's the pass by Wildasin, and we saw number 14, Alex Smith, do a heck of a job running this baby down. That was almost a full court jobber there. Look at Smith doing a good job and yet staying in bounds.
You know what flashed in my mind when that long pass to Michael Todd over at Weirtown in the Pac-10 championship that one year. Burke, three-pointer from the corner. Flick tries to keep it alive. But O'Brien has another rebound for the Squires. Smith, his shot rims out.
Good rebound, Matt Martin.
He needs help.
Don't give up your dribble, though. You're allowed to dribble the basketball. See, somebody has to cut. That middle is wide open.
Matt Martin leaves that one well short. Coming down for the rebound is Alex Smith. Still a 32-31 ball game, and the Squires will call timeout with just under 3 minutes to play in the third.
Hey, don't forget about the Reidenouer Files starting our third season here on PCTV, Channel 4 Sports. We'll be starting Monday night, 6:30. Make sure you check us all out. We're going to talk about recruiting and the recruiting process. We have area coaches, area players. We have Danny Weller from East Stroudsburg University talking here. So it's a good show on Monday night at 6:30. Catch us.
When you say recruiting, you're talking about college recruiting.
And there you see Joe Mosley, the coach of the girls, did a nice job last night, and his assistant, Madison Morton, checking out the boys. A lot of support here at Pius this afternoon, Richard.
I think a lot of the girls are in the stands right below us.
I don't know. They don't look the same in their uniforms, Richard. I can't pick them out. Also want to say that it's funny. I got a couple emails that Coach Mick was under the weather a little bit, but I talked to Dave Pisota, Dr. Pisota, as he said. Coach Mick is doing okay. There had been some rumors that he was having some problems, but Coach Mick is fine. Just had to get a little checkup, and I didn't know if he's here today or not. He normally is here. I haven't seen him yet this afternoon, but I want to say Coach Mick is doing fine.
Well, the Squires have come on strong here in the second period and the second half. As Smith takes a shot in the paint, Slee with an O-board, little baby hook goes in. He's got a nice touch inside.
Yeah, he does.
He's got 18 in the ball game.
Yep.
Pius trails by 3. Backdoor by Burke. Twist comes up with it. And number 4, Lawrence, takes it out of bounds. They're very quick to the basketball.
They are. They really do. And they really rotate well. They do a nice job of playing team man-to-man defense.
Lawrence will exit the ball game.
Also wanted to say hi to my buddy Dougie Keck. The Keckster's getting married next Saturday. He's a custodian here at Springford. He's also a participant in the eating contest on the Monday morning quarterback.
Burke from the corner. Can't make it. Long rebound.
Ooh, nice catch.
Comes to Martin. Dallas Twist moving in. He can't make it.
See, that possession hurt. They had about 3 or 4 good chances at the basket. Just couldn't get the ball to drop, Richard.
34-31 Squires. Wildasin just inside the free throw line. He drops it in. He is now in double figures. Quietly, he gets into double figures. He's got 10. But Pius trails by 5 at 36-31.
Yep.
They have only 2 field goals here in the third quarter, both of them by Flick. Curry banks it, but won't fall.
Yeah, they're picking a bad time to go cold all of a sudden, Richard.
Wildasin pump fakes, moves in, drains it.
And Randy needs another timeout as he feels this baby starting to slip away a little bit.
I think that'll be a full timeout with 1:23 to play in the third.
Here's the last shot there as Wildasin does a nice job taking a little shot, pump fake, get Martin in the air, and a soft touch. Don't forget, coming up in May, the Summit Awards. Send your nominations in now. I'm receiving at least 2, 3, 4 a day now. They're starting to really start to come in. All kinds of things. 20 awards we give out on May 28th down at the Sunnybrook Ballroom. This will be our 4th annual. And again, Richard, I'm looking forward to that one.
Well, on Tuesday, we're going to follow the Pius girls into the second round of the state tournament as they'll take on Delone Catholic. It'll be on PCTV at 10 p.m.
Yeah, we'll probably be traveling for that one a little bit, Richard.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit of a travel.
Delone Catholic is over in that Harrisburg area, and if Pius is able to come back and win, they will play the winner of the Trinity South Williamsport game and Trinity is the #1 team in the state. They seem to be the favorite, undefeated. I'd like to see Trinity play.
Yeah.
I tell you what, they got a good ball game here in the nightcap of the second game in a doubleheader. Coach Phil and William Allen are going to tee one up.
Well, if you're looking for positive things as a Winged Lion fan, Adam Wildasin has just picked up his 3rd personal foul. But the Winged Lions trail by 7. They're struggling offensively here in the 3rd. They've scored only 2 field goals.
Well, let's see if they can try to sneak back in this ball game with Wildasin sitting on the bench. They have to be careful. Number 10, Plackey, though. Plackey has done a nice job knocking down 2 3 balls off the bench.
I don't think he's taking anything but 3-point attempts. Flick, back out to Burke. Quick release, hits the side of the basket. He's a little bit cold right now.
Yeah, he is. Started out good. 7 points in the first half. Hasn't scored here yet in the second.
Smith moves in, gets up in the air. Here's Plackey going across the lane. He's got a nice touch.
Boy, I tell you what, Plackey's been invaluable off the bench. 8 points for Plackey.
And it's a 9-point ball game. Pius needs a bucket bad here with his possession.
Do. Yes, they do, Richard. Difebbo trying to set something up here.
Down to 25 seconds. Matt Martin from the free throw lane. Can't get it to fall. And the Squire's all over that defensive rebound.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the shot either. That wasn't the shot. As Delone Catholic's going to take a timeout. The referee thought he heard the Delone Catholic coach calling timeout.
Yeah, he's not happy either.
Yep.
All right, 19 seconds left to play in the 3rd. We'll be right back. Some of the girls from last night's game, they don't look too happy.
Well, their team is losing a little bit, Richard. They're down by 9, and I think they realize that the next 2-3 minutes of this ball game are very, very important for the Winged Lions.
10 seconds left in the quarter. And the Squire's already up by 9. Wildasin forces one up and in. That's a deuce for Wildasin. And all of a sudden it's an 11-point game. Pius finds themselves in a dire situation as the 3rd quarter ends. We'll be right back with the 4th. It's the Pius cheerleaders. Let's take a look at our line score, which speaks volumes about this 3rd quarter and the status of the game right now.
Yes, it does, Richard. I'm telling you, these first 2 minutes are going to be a telltale sign of what happens in this ball game.
Difebbo goes baseline, forces it up, gets a roll. They needed that bucket.
Yes, they did. That's only their 6th point here in the second half, Richard.
Ooh, they're going to call that one on Difebbo. He's going to make his case that Wildasin was fending off with his off arm.
They called that on Wildasin one time already here this afternoon, and I don't know if we have that on replay or not, but Wildasin has been pushing off and guarding off, warding off with that left arm. Watch the left arm of Wildasin.
I don't think so that time.
I don't know about that time. I don't know about that time. I was wondering if Randy was going to get a little full court pressure and see how they can handle this.
Well, they appear to be a very well-coached team. As Wildasin pulls up, that one won't fall. Curry keeps it alive.
Well, that time it pays off.
And they should be a well-coached team. They have enough of them down there. 6 of them. Bilinski can't make the 3, but he gets his own rebound, gets it to Flick.
He had a good idea. He had Flick underneath wide open. The pass a little too hot for him.
9-point game. Pius will inbound. Chris Flick, right from the top of the key. And Curry or Bilinski will be called for coming over the back.
I think it's going to be on Curry.
That's Curry's first personal. And going to be team foul number 4 for the Winged Lions.
Yep.
7:14 left to play in the ball game. Pius is going to have to battle from behind if they intend to play on Wednesday night.
Absolutely. I don't remember last time Pius had to come from behind, Richard.
There's a reach-in foul
on Flick.
As Wildasin getting a little bit more active right now. Chris Flick has picked up foul number 2. Not too many individual Pius players in foul trouble, but that's the 5th team foul against the Wing Lions.
And they're going to call another quick one on Flick. Flick picks up his second and third in about a 4-second span right there.
Well, now he is in foul trouble, I will consider, with 3 personals, 7 minutes to play in the ball game. (42-33).
Okay, Delone does not need to be too aggressive right now. They need to be patient. They can chew some clock and get some good shots. They're up by 9 with under 7 minutes to go in this one. They shouldn't force anything right now. Now it's sort of a cat and mouse game for the Wing Lions. Oh, there's an unforced turnover.
Well, notice that fine line between taking time off the clock and losing your offensive momentum.
I agree, and again, they were playing well offensively, Richard.
They ended up clicking on all cylinders.
Absolutely. And I think it's sort of reminiscent of last night's game for St. Pius girls. I thought they were really starting to play well, and then all of a sudden they start letting the air out of the ball, and bang, next thing you know, they're in overtime. I got to keep my statistician alive here. He fell asleep and almost missed a turnover there.
He's done a good job today.
Yes, he does. He's getting too excited, getting involved in the ball game. There's a nice
Chris
play.
Flick.
And one. There you go.
All you do is get back to basics.
Absolutely.
Little give and go, and you got a 3-point play.
And I think that middle's been open all afternoon, Richard. This middle has been open. They get the ball in there to Curry, and they fall asleep. They forget about Flick. Flick takes it strong to the goal, and a good, strong play.
I can't remember when I've seen a game where so few foul shots were taken.
Yeah, really. None in the second half. This is the first one in the second half. Flick has still struggled, 0 for 3 from the line, and that is not like him at all.
Pius as a team is 1 of 5 from the charity stripe. But it's a 7-point game with 6 minutes to play.
And if Pius isn't able to come back and pull this one out, that's one of the things Randy Reber will look at. A, they haven't got to the line much. B, when they got there, they haven't been too successful.
Wildasin goes baseline. And they're definitely taking the air out of it.
Yeah, they did. They gave up 3. They passed up 3 good looks at the basket that time. I have a hard time believing number 3 can pass up any look at the basket too, Richard.
Yeah.
Wildasin likes to put the ball up.
5:35 left to play in the ball game. Flick goes for the steal. That's the guy to double team. O'Brien goes along baseline. It's poked out of bounds, but it will be Squires basketball. Matt Martin's going to come back in the ball game, replace Burke.
Flick took a little shot in the face there too. He's got to shake that baby off.
42-35 Squires as they inbound the basketball.
Seven-point lead. They still feel pretty comfortable. Coach Wildasin needs a timeout. If Pius is able to get a stop here and a bucket down the other end, then that changes the complexion
it's
a little bit.
It's a different basketball game. You're watching state playoff basketball on PCTV. 3 minutes into this fourth quarter, and Squires already intentionally taking time off the clock. They've yet to score in the quarter. Pius has scored 2 field goals. So we've got a 7-point ball game with 5:14 left to play.
Well, and you know, you look at the scorebook, and they've done a much better job on Slee. He's only scored 2 buckets here in the second half, Richard. Wildasin has picked it up a little bit, but I think if Coach Reber looks back at this game, he's going to wonder what happened to his offense, Richard.
There's a 5-second violation.
That's good
Just
job
what the
coming
doctor
out of the
ordered.
huddle. Absolutely. Now it's imperative for Pius to get a good shot at the basket and convert.
That probably wasn't a 5-second violation, but he moved his feet.
He definitely did. He traveled. You're not allowed to move there. Only after a made bucket are you allowed to move around behind the line. Let's see if they can try to find number 40 inside again. He's had a good game.
Martin down the boulevard, puts it off the glass,
Wow,
scored.
about Martin.
You mentioned about the lane being open.
Yep, it's been open all afternoon, Richard. I think they have to cut down there more often. Martin doing a good job taking it inside and draws the second foul on number 23, Slee. He's done a nice job of staying out of foul difficulty for a big guy, Richard.
But again, there's that cold from the charity stripe.
Man.
But it's a 5-point game with exactly 5 minutes to play in the ball game.
1 for 6 from the stripe.
Slee down low and is fouled by Chris Flick.
Yep. Flick lost where he was on the floor a little bit. Got all tangled up, lost his balance, and Slee did a good job taking it strong to the goal.
That's 4 personals on Chris Flick, and they're going to get Dallas Twist off the bench. So Dallas is going to have to put in some valuable minutes.
Yep. This is Slee's first trip to the line.
First trip by any squad.
Yep. He's a big one, Richard. I tell you, I'd love to have him as an offensive tackle on my football team.
6'6".
Yep, 6'6" and 255. It's a nice size.
He's got nice soft hands, too. He is
Sweet on
1-2 from the charity stripe, and it's a 6-point ball game. Pius has plenty of time. They don't have to rush things, but they do need good shots. Difebbo spin move, feeds Curry. Curry finishes.
Real nice inside. Now they have to make some stops, Richard. Down to 4, it's a different ball game. Delone Catholic is not going to feel as comfortable trying to hold it when they're only up by 4.
Because they've yet to score a field goal in this quarter. There's a steal. Bilinski puts it off the glass in the bucket. Bilinski's first field goal cuts it to 2.
No better time than right now to score your first bucket. But see, I like this scramble defense that they're working on right now. Oh, look at that.
Slee.
Nice inside.
Good job by Eric O'Brien.
Yep.
A 4-point game. Curry pulls up over O'Brien. Can't get it to go. And there's a turnover by the Squires as Slee goes to the floor.
That's why I have him playing tackle instead of tight end, Richard.
Well, there was a bad pass. The ball was behind him.
There's the play one more time. A moment ago as Difebbo does a nice job of finding Curry, going strong to the goal, and the finish.
45-41 Squires. 3:40 to play in the game.
And the turnovers are starting to mount up on Delone Catholic, Richard. That's 12 on them. Now he feeds Twist. Twisty scores.
2-point ball game.
Never say die for the Wing Lions, Richard. I like this defensive philosophy and pressure, too.
Lawrence trying to dribble out of trouble, and a foul on Curry. Inadvertent foul on Michael Curry.
Now they're going to call Bilinski, and that's 4 on Dave Bilinski. It would have been better if Curry would have picked up the foul, Richard.
Should have raised his hand.
Yeah, should have quickly. Here's Difebbo playing playmaker again, Richard. Now he sets up Dallas Twist as he draws the defense. And the finish.
Jeff Lawrence has been silent offensively. That's his first point of the ball game.
And a big one. Burke is going to come in for Bilinski now because Bilinski has 4 fouls. Although I think Bilinski's got to get back in there somewhere because of his defense, Richard.
Agreed.
I think you let Burke get in there and play because offensively he can do some things, but I think they need Bilinski in there, and even if he does foul out, that's okay. You have Burke to put in there. At this juncture, they need defense.
3-point game. Lawrence hounds Difebbo. And we've got a foul away from the basket, I think, away from the ball.
Now I'm going to call Lawrence for the push there, Richard. But that'll send Difebbo to the line.
Yeah, they're in the bonus.
Yep. And you mentioned, though, they're only 1 for 6, and very uncharacteristic for the Wing Lions.
Well, no time like the present for those averages to even out a bit.
Well, here's Difebbo. You got to remember he was on the Monday morning quarterback foul shooting contest.
He made 5 of 5, as I recall.
Absolutely. Yes, he did.
He's got 8 in the ball game. 2 for 2 on that trip, and it's a 1-point ball game, 46-45.
He is a gamer, Richard. You know, you can't describe him any other way. He shows up to play.
Squires do an efficient job of breaking press. Wildasin gets inside the free throw line. His shot is strong. Gets his own rebound. And there's Twist. Man.
Oh.
I think Wildasin committed the offensive foul before that, too.
He did. He gets away with a lot of pushes. Dallas Twist right here just does a good job, and he blocks it so hard that they call a foul. And, oh, man. Sometimes as an official, you cannot anticipate, Richard. And
better to make a late call and make sure it's right.
An accurate call, exactly right.
Wildasin having a good game.
You can see this baby one more time here as Wildasin misses the first one. And again, may have gotten away with a push off, and you can't see it from that angle, but Dallas Twist blocks that baby so hard that the referee calls a foul on it.
Well, Wildasin makes only 1 of 2 from the stripe. It's a 2-point ball game.
And Pius could tie or take a lead here. Difebbo. Oh, man. Easy,
I'm
Chad,
not sure that was
easy.
intended for Curry. Dallas Twist steps up. And there's going to be a foul on Burke. Burke late getting to the basketball. Burke should have been all over that offensive rebound.
Yeah, and Coach Reber tells Dallas, that's okay. That's a shot within our offense. It didn't go down, but that's all right. O'Brien really doing a good job, Richard. That's his 8th rebound tonight, this afternoon.
Yep. And the Squires now in the double bonus for the last 2:36 of this ball game. So every foul, the Squires are going to be taking 2 free throws. This is O'Brien's first trip to the line.
This looks like a guy you may want to foul, and you put that down in your filing cabinet a little bit for future. If you have to foul, let's go here to number 25.
Yes.
He doesn't look comfortable shooting a rock.
Chris Flick is back in the ball game. Dallas Twist will take a seat. Oh for 2 for O'Brien. Difebbo launches a 3. It is well short.
Yeah, that's a force. That's a force, Chad. You don't need that shot. You're only down 2. You have 2.5 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
Bilinski will come into the ball game and replace Danny Burke.
For defensive purposes.
Yep.
And again, even if Bilinski does foul out, that's okay. He's got to stay aggressive and play hard. They need his scrappiness out on the floor.
Only 2:24 left to play.
He walked with it. Yes, he did. Good call by the official.
2 officials saw that one.
Now
Now
they get
Danny Burke right back at the scores
Absolutely.
table.
A little offensive, defensive substitution. You know, you give Difebbo credit for wanting to take a big shot, Richard, but they didn't need it in that situation.
He's guarded by Smith. Spin move in the paint. Ball goes to the floor. Difebbo off his knees. And the big guy does a good job of boxing out, but loses it out of bounds. Pius basketball.
Yep. Again, they need another good possession inside. Difebbo's trying to make shots from his knees now, Richard.
Well, if you don't shoot, you get a call for a travel.
Absolutely.
You might as well launch it. Chris Flick on O'Brien. Moves in.
Somebody cut middle. Man, that middle is so open.
Difebbo down the boulevard, forces one up. Curry tries to tap it in. Slee with the rebound. Wildasin on Martin, and Martin fouls him. Will make him go to the line to earn these 2. That's only
foul.
3rd personal on Matt Martin. And the number of fouls, team fouls at this point is academic because they're already in the double bonus.
Right. Slee now with 9 rebounds, Richard, as he's really staking a claim, particularly in the defensive end and the rebounds.
Coach Reber will take a timeout with 1:52 left to play in the ball game. All right, since we got a timeout, we'll take one too. An important 1:52 left to play in this one.
Nice crowd here this afternoon, Richard. And it's unfortunate. Pius is panicking a little bit at the offensive end. They're playing so well defensively. They're playing scramble. They're holding the other team down. But when they get the ball at the offensive end, they're starting to panic a little bit. They got plenty of time.
Wildasin, Adam Wildasin, a 5'11 senior at the line. He'll be shooting 2. Neither team shooting very well from the charity stripe at all. Both teams shooting under 50% from the free throw line.
Yeah, but this guy looks like he could be a good foul shooter there, Richard. He's not the guy you want to foul in this situation.
Well, in that situation, I agree you foul him.
Yep.
Because he was on a fast break. He had 2. And that turns out to be a good foul, but they get the offensive rebound.
Pius gets caught napping a little bit. Now they have cat and mouse game.
Wildasin loses the handle. Slee goes to the floor for that basketball. We got a jump ball. Possession now goes with the Squires.
Look at the line score sort of flip-flopping there in the 3rd and 4th quarters, Richard. Pius again doing a much better job defensively in the 4th quarter.
Well, the Squires have scored only 1 field goal in this quarter. We mentioned before about going into that stall game so early. In fact, at the beginning of the 4th quarter. Wildasin has it taken away by Curry. That's great defense. He needs
got to
help.
get the ball. Come on, Chad. Don't run away from it, pal. You got to handle the rock.
Still a 3-point ball game.
But again, they look confused offensively, Richard. They really do.
Matt Martin has it poked away. Curry comes up with it. Flick goes baseline, it's cut off. Matt Martin turns to the bucket, drops it in.
Wow,
Huge
big
bucket.
That's 2 big buckets for him in the fourth quarter, and it's now back to 1 again, Richard.
48-47 Squires. That's the guy they should pressure right
Geiger
there.
going right after him. Difebbo, as soon as he touched the ball, you should have fouled him.
Down to 45 seconds left to play, and there's a reach-in foul on Bilinski. He's fouled out of the ball game. That'll get Danny Burke up off the bench.
He'll end with 2 points, but he did a nice job defensively.
And who'd he foul? He fouled number 4, Lawrence.
Here's the play as they go after number 14, and they foul him right there.
Yeah, they fouled Lawrence. Not a bad guy to foul. He's going to get 2 free throws.
Now that's Smith. That's 14,
Smith.
Richard. Yep.
Well, he hasn't taken a free throw
Nope,
yet.
hadn't taken a shot, or hadn't made a shot, or made a free throw. Does a nice job there. Ice water in his veins, Richard. Now Pius cannot get lazy on the rebounds here, Richard. They have to step in, and somebody's got to be ready for a long rebound. Difebbo and Martin have to be ready for a long rebound if there is one.
Smith makes both free throws. It's a 3-point game with 40 seconds left to play.
Now, what's your philosophy? Do you go for a 3 and try to tie it, Richard, or are you just concerned about getting a bucket?
Get a bucket.
Okay. Not a turnover, though. Ah, goodness gracious.
Costly
Not there.
turnover. 30 seconds
very
left.
costly.
You're down 3. And there's a push on Matt Martin. That's going to be 4 on Matt, but it's going to send a very good free throw shooter to the charity stripe to shoot 2. (50-47) as Wildasin steps to the line. 28 seconds left to play.
That hurt.
Yep. Well, they haven't made many field goals in this quarter, but all of their free throws have been lumped into the fourth quarter, and they've done a very good job in making them.
That hurt.
It's now a 5-point game, 28 seconds left. Now you might need a 3. Burke launches the 3, almost banks it in. Loose ball picked up by Difebbo. He'll take the 3. That's well short. Eric O'Brien rebounds. 12 seconds left. And he's going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes with Pius. A lot of times you hate that jump ball situation, but if you're a Pius fan, you love it there. Burke must have stepped on the sideline. Turns the ball over.
Do we have that on tape? I think maybe he fumbled the ball a little bit. I don't know if he was out of bounds or not. Well, Richard.
Doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. Looks like the long run that Pius had and successful run, particularly at the end of the season, is going to come up here a little short. Not due to a lack of effort, Richard, but a lack of efficiency at the offensive end. They just sort of ran out of gas offensively.
Alex Smith. His only points have come from the charity stripe. He is 2 for 2.
I'll tell you what, big ones, Alex, big ones.
He's got a nice shot from the charity stripe. That one rims out, but it's a 6-point game. 5 seconds left. Matt Martin launches a long 3. And time is going to run out on the wing line.
That'll do it.
They lose to a very good Delone Catholic team. Comeback in the second half by the Squires, and they finish it off 53-47. That's our final. We'll be right back. Was very strong inside and was a thorn in the Pius signs all afternoon.
Oh, especially in the first half, he was tremendous. When they couldn't get much going, he carried them on his big old shoulders. And 21 points and 9 rebounds. Congratulations to Josh Slee as he did what he had to do to get his team into the next round.
Well, it's kind of a tale of two cities. You look at the two halves. At the first start of the first half, Pius came out on fire. Started the second half, the Squires did the same.
Yeah, they certainly did. And again, I think when Randy Reber looks back at the tape, he's going to wonder what happened to his offense. You know, when you only score 4 points in a quarter, you start scratching your head and you're going to look at some different things and say, well, you're always going to second guess as a coach. You always do that. But Randy's going to look and try to figure out, why didn't we score more points than 4 here in the third quarter?
Right, those are the two things I had jotted down when you talk about fundamentals, is offensive execution and making free throws.
Yeah, they were only 3 for 8. First of all, they didn't get to the line very much, and when they got there, they weren't very proficient, which is very unusual. Then you look on the flip side of that, Delone Catholic was 8 for 14. They didn't get to the line until the fourth quarter. They made all of their foul shots, 8 of them in the fourth quarter, so it was sort of a strange game that way.
But Pius did lose to a very talented, well-coached squad.
Yeah, they certainly did, and you take nothing away from Delone Catholic. They had 2 players who were very, very good offensively, the coach's son and, of course, our player of the game. Everybody else sort of filled their roles. What I was impressed with was their defensive play, particularly on the defensive rotation where one guy get beat, they had somebody stepping in and flicking the ball and going the other way. Delone Catholic is a good team. Their record is very misleading, as Randy Reber told me before the game.
And certainly it's a disappointing loss for the Winged Lions when you lose a state playoff basketball game, but it is a state playoff basketball game, and you have a lot to take from this game, particularly when you have a bunch of juniors in the lineup.
Yeah, they do. You know, now the Currys and the Difebbos and the Bilinskis and those guys have to learn from their mistakes. You know, offensively, they got into a little bit of a doldrum, particularly at the end of the game where they fought so hard to get back in it. Then all of a sudden they got a little panicky with the basketball. They took some bad shots. So it's going to be interesting to see how and to hear what Randy has to say after the game. I'm sure he's very, very proud of this club. No one thought they would get this far. However, they did have a chance to win this game and move on against probably the #1 seed Trinity, which is always exciting.
Well, despite the loss today, all of us here at PCTV would like to send along congratulations to the Winged Lions on a very successful season. They lose today and are eliminated from the state playoffs. A 53-47 victory for the Squires from Delone Catholic. This is Dick Geiger along with Dave Reidenouer. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.